Hi everybody, welcome inside Gallo Arena in Bourne, Massachusetts for this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week, live on Twitch via Twitter. This is Sandwich versus Nantucket. We are scoreless through the first 2 minutes of play. The puck is in the Nantucket zone, and it's going to be shot on goal by Kevin Jordan. Save is made by the starting goaltender James Colkins for Nantucket. On the other side of the ice, it's Mitch Norkovicius for Sandwich. Nantucket with the dark blue jerseys, main portions, and the white shoulders. Augie Freeman with it for the Whalers from the far side, getting it out of his zone. And Tim Clark for Sandwich from shallow in his own end, able to launch the underway and some back and forth nature to the start of this one. As you know, at this point in time, the MIAA is not holding a statewide tournament. So what are we playing for? We're going to talk about that as we watch Rob Cardillo shoot one on net, and the save was made by Colkins. His pass ahead is for Jack Gammons for Nantucket, neutralized by Drew McKinnon, and the shot winds up going into the safety netting and out of play. Well, let's see. The Sandwich Blue Knights are in the Cape and Islands Atlantic Division. The Nantucket Whalers are in the Cape and Islands Conference Lighthouse Division. What we understand, and I think this has been a little bit of not make it up as you go, but I don't know if we had this finalized certainly at the beginning of the season, and how close we are to being 100%. Didn't get a chance to talk to head coach Jordan Moore for Sandwich, but I talked to Jason Moore, his assistant coach and brother, telling me at least what we know is that it's 8 out of 9 teams, and we can summarize it that way, making the 2 tournaments for both divisions, and they're not going to cross over. This is what I had heard previously, so it sounds like this is something we're sticking with, not having all the teams play each other. This is the setup in front. Oh, and Jack Greeley wasn't able to receive the pass cleanly and fire one on net. And a stoppage in play here. So what are we playing for? I mean, it's not, so we obviously, both of these teams would have clinched postseason berth by virtue of having a better 500 record if this was a normal year. But the fact of the matter is, taking everything in stride this season, understanding that we're just happy to be playing the games, and certainly these boys out there are just that. But we could treat this as a potential championship if those 2 divisions were to play against one another in the final of the Cape and Islands playoffs. Certainly these 2 teams, if it was based on who finishes number 1, this would be the championship between the 2. And so a good matchup to watch here today at Gallo Arena. These 2 teams tied 3-3. We had the game for you on the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week broadcast. And for a while, that was the only blemish on the perfect Sandwich record. Otherwise, they'd have been all wins. Anthony Kent in his own zone for Sandwich. Pounding around the near side boards. I do see one Twitch comment. I'm assuming I can't read the whole thing right now about the start of the broadcast not going on. I had to do a sound check, make sure. Just kind of jumped into this. I think we're okay now. You can let me know on Twitch chat right now otherwise. 9 minutes and change remaining in the first. It's the reason we've gone this deep at this point is there haven't been a whole lot of whistles, maybe only 1 or 2. And Nantucket getting into the Sandwich zone. Mike Barrasso will circle around his net, and the Sandwich captain is able to get it across the line, but there's a player, Marsh Hickman, for Nantucket there to get it back in. And Hickman, 1 versus several, and eventually this one Sandwich player getting it and moving it back into possession of Nantucket to play it back deep in Sandwich ice. Going to the far side, Barrasso on it in the corner. And boards Anthony Kent. And behind his own net. And nobody going back there to challenge. Puck pass, far side. Nantucket players there. Try and win this battle. It glides onto the near side boards. And Nantucket racking up the zone time. Jack Gammons getting it behind the net and turning it over on the pass attempt at the point. Look at the speed. Rob Cardillo. Shot save is made by the goaltender Norkovich. Beg your pardon, Colkins for Nantucket. Blue versus blue. The ultimate blue versus blue matchup here today. So give me at least one of those. We've already played 7 minutes of the first period. And these boys don't look like they want to whistle at any point. Sandwich, however, does want to get new players out onto the ice. That's what they're doing right now. Augie Freeman here's middle, so that's what he does. He delivers it in front, but there's forechecking pressure from Sandwich. And it's grabbed behind the Nantucket net by Caleb Richardson, slips it out in front, and it goes on for the collection by Rob Cardillo. Cardillo pulls it into himself nicely away from Jack Gammons, thumps it off the end boards to the far half wall. Wedging off Colin Norkovicius was Marsh Hickman, and now the puck is out of the Nantucket zone. We keep going on here as we're down to almost 7 minutes and 15 seconds in the first period. Still no score. Colin Norkovicius chasing it down in his own end for Sandwich, and his momentum drifted him away from that puck a little bit as he tried to play it on. And so it remains deep in the Sandwich zone as this battle for it behind the Sandwich net. Puck laid out in front, slapper, and it's a save for Norkovicius. He barely looked like he knew that thing was coming on the shot from Belanger. Best chance for Nantucket, I would say. Squeaks out of a scrum, and Belanger in neutral for Nantucket with a dump in. And Sandwich gets the clear. 6.5 minutes to play in the first period. Coach, what have we had? One? Just one, right? Stoppage. Assistant Coach Moore up here with me on the balcony. He's focused on the game. I think we've only had one at this point. Colin McIver's shot and was a block. It's loose and neutral. And it's going to be a dump in for Nantucket's Riley Williams. Nantucket with the passing, and finally a whistle. I'll be back in one moment. And it does sound like the sound is working. That's good. Still scoreless here. Sandwich and Nantucket. Now down to 5 minutes and change. And the first dumped in. Nantucket's getting a bunch of new players out. Cautious passing by Sandwich in their own zone. Sandwich gets it out to neutral. And sent back into the Sandwich zone. Battle for on the end boards. Nantucket player controls. Passes, that was Gammons to Marsh Hickman. Off the boards for the shot that goes in. Porter Corbett took the shot. And I don't know about a deflection in front, but Corbett is to the bench first. That's 1-0 Nantucket. 4 minutes, 36 seconds remaining in the first period. Stoppage of play, 4:31 on the clock now. The goal for the defenseman, junior defenseman, Porter Corbett. And one of the players that shares familial connections with head coach Scott Corbett on this Nantucket team. This is out of play into the Nantucket bench. After a lengthy beginning without so much as a whistle to this one. Teams went back and forth in a scoreless affair, and Nantucket gets the icebreaker. Nantucket running out through neutral. Stopping just across the blue line, dumping it in is Cole Evans. Grabbed by a sandwich player in his own zone. He can't clear. Enough sauce on that anyway, but clamped down by the Nantucket skater. And this is going to allow development to continue for Nantucket. But eventually it's going to be grabbed here by Caleb Richardson for sandwich. Getting through a little bit of traffic. Richardson gets rid of it. Bit of a bump versus Jack Billings for Nantucket. Loose in the Whaler zone. Out to neutral now. And the back pass from Hudson Perry. Forwarded by Finn Kelly. But Sandwich bunches up here. And it's a man in front who scores! Jack Connolly scores the goal to tie it at 1. And Nantucket looked like they had the simple play to get it out to neutral covered. But Sandwich sent 3 guys in there. And the man who was able to get in one-on-one with the goaltender James Colkins was Jack Connolly. 3:02 remaining in the first period. Blow this play dead. 2:54 to go in the first period. This game is being brought to you by Yates Island Gas and Harbor Fuel on Nantucket. Locally owned and operated, the island's premier propane solution. The Yates Island Gas difference is about commitment to Nantucket and guaranteeing value to their customers. The only locally owned and operated propane provider with 24/7 on-call emergency service. Yates Island Gas, committed to meeting your energy needs day and night. Late here in the first now. Marsh Hickman has it in his own zone for the Whalers. Hard pass to Riley Williams and let go into the sandwich zone.
Right here on the first step.
Mike Barrasso tried to run it along his own bench area, but he was slowed down in a big way by Cosmo Tedeschi. Kept in the Nantucket zone at the blue line by Sandwich, and they'll send guys in. Augie Freeman is hearing all sorts of directions from the bench today. He was told to skate there, and he obliged. And here's Rob Cardillo for Sandwich as the Blue Knights are back in. Went to the middle on the wing, trying to throw it back into a good area was Josh Eitri. And now circling to it was Mike Barrasso. Cardillo got a touch on it, played into the slot area. Nantucket got it out of their zone. Under 100 seconds to go in the first. Getting in here is Caleb Richardson. I'm sorry, this is Anthony Kent. And moved along the near side. Nantucket tried to clear. Sandwich keeps it in the zone. Turned along near side by Porter Corbett. Loose in the circle. Augie Freeman on a one-on-one battle with Chris Cardillo. Cardillo's going to get away and pass it up to the point. Anthony Kent's shot. That's knocked down. Did that make contact with the goaltender Colkins? I don't think so. And it's Chris Cardillo. Passes to Tim Clark. Clark's shot, and that one goes wide. Under a minute now to play in the first period. From the far half wall, played deep by the Blue Knights, and then set up in front, and save for Colkins on Caleb Richardson. A big one there. It's icing on Nantucket. This game's also being brought to you by Carpet Barn, Carpet One, Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor. 2 convenient locations in Falmouth and Hyannis, your source for carpet, luxury, vinyl, hardwood, tile, laminate, and more. Visit Carpet Barn, carpet1falmouth.com for more details. The number is 508-296-8189. And here's Hudson Perry for Nantucket. Stops on the wing, pulls up, shoots! Good glove save from Norca Vicious on the hard shot from number 13, Perry for Nantucket. Under a half minute to play in the first. Both Eitrees are dressed today for Sandwich. Josh Eitree is out there right now. Michael Eitree is number 26. And Eitree, spin move, no look to dash it ahead. Nantucket's going to get back in from neutral. Less than 10 seconds to go. And the squeeze on the glove of Mitch Norkavicius from the shot from Cole Evans. That's also going to allow me to tell you this game's being brought to you by All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repair. They offer chimney cleaning and repairs, installation of chimney caps and liners, wood stove installations, and much more. Call them at 508-472-0388 or visit allcapechimneysweep.com. 7.2 seconds remaining in the first. I don't think we're going to have an ice resurfacing. That's not been the case here at Gallo, but we'll take a quick intermission break. And Zamboni door is shut, so I think that answers the question. 1-1 the score between Nantucket and Sandwich. Not going anywhere. The players are not. They're just going to take a quick break, so are we. And turn on the play-by-play in just a moment. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry those watching live on Twitch via Twitter who had the stream interrupted. We are again live here in Gallo Arena in Bourne, second period of this Cape Cod High School hockey game of the week. And it is a 1-1 game between Nantucket and Sandwich. The Nantucket goal scored by Porter Corbett. We gave the Sandwich goal to Jack Connolly. Rob Cardillo for Sandwich. Tried to pass. Josh Eitree couldn't get it to him. Further activity here. It is somehow gotten now after all that to Cardillo. A good chance left side of the right circle. Save was made by the Nantucket goaltender James Colkins. Shot comes in, diving effort. Mike Barrasso on the doorstep, almost got a highlight reel goal there. This Nantucket player going down as he tried to lead it out through neutral. Sandwich getting it back. Mike Barrasso got through a stick check. He'll shoot one. He'll put one in with a high stick, and it's immediately waved off. And nary a protest at all from the Sandwich High School team. Give Mike Barrasso credit for great hand-eye coordination. But we don't want players waving their sticks around that high during a hockey game, and that's why the high stick rule exists, to wave off goals. Got to be below the crossbar. And before that, goal was a no-goal put in the net by Barrasso. That was great effort, as I said, to get through that stick check. And the save was made initially there. Credit the initial save for Colkins. And as it popped up a mile, Colkins looked up. Everybody else looked up too. Out in neutral, Colin Norkavicius passes ahead for Sandwich. Trying to get across the line, they do it. But there are Nantucket players back there to take care of this. I think anyway, coming in for it was Matt Hemian for Sandwich. How's Nantucket going to do here? It does go across the line. But back across the other way is forcing the issue. And the puck deep was Colin Norkavicius for Sandwich. It's going to be now cleared out of the zone all the way down by Riley Williams. It's going to go. It's a slap shot. Kevin Pekarczyk. Pekarczyk's shot was saved by Mitch Norkavicius. Both goaltenders had one really good save in the first period. Norkavicius had a great glove save on Hudson Perry. And he just made another important save here. Sandwich can't clear. Kevin Pekarczyk. Oh, illusion time. It looked like I thought his stick had snapped. He just played it deep. His stick is actually intact. Sandwich clears now. And it's down into the Nantucket end as we played almost 4 minutes of the second period. Jammed in on the backhand, deep by Jack Billings for Nantucket. It's a pass. Hudson Perry, that one doesn't make it on net. So it'll be out to the point, shot wide by Porter Corbett. And now Chris Cardillo for Sandwich from behind his own net. Played ahead and out by Colin Norkovicius. And Porter Corbett will chase it down in his own zone for Nantucket. And here go the Whalers, and the dump and chase from Hudson Perry. Cole Evans joining him. Hit thrown in the corner by Perry. The loose puck is for Drew McKinnon. And the Sandwich defenseman playing it along. It's battle for on the near side. And across the line into neutral. Perry with the dump back in for Nantucket. And Drew McKinnon's being harassed by Jack Billings, who finally gets it off him. Somehow got that in front. It's going to be a shovel time. Marsh Hickman, save is made. Norkovicius still loose in front and finally played away. Nantucket was buzzing right there in front, trying to get that past the down goaltender, who himself was trying to cover it up. Stoppage here. Sure what we called that. Missed that. I don't think that was icing. I don't know what that was. Face off in the Sandwich zone. And the Blue Knights control. Mike Barrasso rolls it around, takes a weird bounce. Barrasso, there he is to get his own weird bounce. And Rob Cardillo in deep. Backhands one. Welcome back to the stream. It's going to be one of those days, I guess. Here's a Sandwich player coming in. It's 2-on-1. Shot Matt Hemian. Went wide. So those of you who may have influence in such things, let's put a stop to the random internet pop-ups on the phone, huh? That's what happened that time. No control over that. 8:09 remaining in the second period. Haven't missed anything, just I've jumped off the stream a couple times here in this one. Face off in the Sandwich zone. Gives me just a moment to rest my vocal cords. I got a doubleheader here for the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Mashpee Monomoy at Nauset at 7:30. Tim Clark getting it out for Sandwich all the way down. It is deemed icing on Sandwich. 7:39 to go in the second period. Haven't had any goals scored in this second period. There have been no power plays in this game. Caleb Richardson couldn't get it out for Sandwich. Nantucket's going to recontrol. Man's going to backhand one on net. Jack Billings, the save is made by Mitch Norkovicius. Billings not done. Tried to come out for a forehand wraparound. Staying out. And getting around his own man, Chris Cardillo, to find this puck. Cardillo will get it deep into the Nantucket zone. Hurled off the near side glass. And will this have enough oomph for icing? Not by much, but yes. And that will bring us down to 6 minutes and 52 seconds of the second period. Goals, Corbett for Nantucket, Connolly for Sandwich. Rob Cardillo has this for Sandwich in the offensive zone. Stick handling, surveyed, and he passed to Mike Barrasso. From the left circle, Drew McKinnon got it out in front, and Rob Cardillo's shot was blocked by Evan Belanger. In his own zone, passed it along by Logan Monk, and the back line pass to Drew McKinnon. And now Rob Cardillo getting it to Mike Barrasso, who's in stride through neutral. Mike Barrasso split the D, went down, and he couldn't finish on what was a great individual effort. Belanger for Nantucket moves it along to the far half boards. Sent deep by Sandwich's Drew McKinnon, and Belanger is now pinned up on the end boards by Rob Cardillo. Pulling it out of the pile and passing Sandwich player, and McIver's shot was on the pass to him from Josh Eitri. Save was made by the Nantucket goaltender Colkins. And that's all for Sandwich on this trip in the offensive zone. Players are changing. Player behind the action is Connolly, and he's got his second. Jack Connolly scores to make it 2-1. Sandwich over Nantucket with 5 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the second period. Nantucket evidently fell asleep on Connolly there. Cherry picking gets the puck cleanly, and nobody near him for him to concentrate on that breakaway he had against James Colkins, and number 5 for Sandwich buried it. First lead of the game for Sandwich. Big hit in the near corner, and that one's on Connolly. And shot after that is a save for Nantucket goaltender Colkins. Missed who that was for Nantucket. I thought it was Sam O'Keefe. I saw that number 20. Tim Clark in his own zone for Sandwich. Trying to run out. Or maybe he'll do it on his own, yeah. And then dish to Chris Cardillo. Almost found its way back on the pass from Cardillo to Clark. Colin Orkovicius getting one across to Jack Greeley. Greeley has several Nantucket players around him, but he's doing a great individual job there. Played it along the boards. Nantucket player turned it over. It was a shot from Jack Greeley. Save was made by the goaltender Colkins, and then fanning on the shot was Colin Orkovicius. This could be trouble for Sandwich, as it is going to be a shot by Riley Williams. Found his way across the line. Nantucket was able to choreograph that in an onside manner, and a strong shot from Williams. Oh, and Caleb Richardson gets spun around like a top by Augie Freeman. And Rob Cardillo knocks this down for Sandwich. On the attempt by Nantucket to get it out, Cardillo plays it deep. And Augie Freeman from behind his own net, getting it to the near half boards. Cole Evans will use the air. Under 4 minutes to play in the second period. Sandwich on the 2 goals from Jack Connolly has the 2-1 lead over Nantucket. Jim McCabe here with you on Twitch via Twitter. This Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. It's an icing on Sandwich. Porter Corbett had the goal for Nantucket, and that was the lead for Nantucket to start this game. This game is being brought to you by Yates Island Gas and Harbor Fuel on Nantucket, 508-228-0725. The website is yatesislandgas.com. Call Yates Island Gas today to learn about the Yates Island Gas difference. No contracts, no fees, and the best service on Nantucket. Almost 100 years of combined propane service experience. Yates Island Gas technicians provide the best service on island 24/7. Mike Barrasso moved it ahead into the Nantucket zone. It's back for Anthony Kent. I understand that there is a connection to the Tony Kent of Tony Kent Arena. It's the grandfather of Anthony Kent. He's out there now. And Nantucket setting up in the offensive. And a shot almost off the sandwich logo. The save was made, and the follow-up put in by the Whalers. They've tied the game at 2. And I believe this one is going to be for Will Halleck. Oh, I'm sorry, number 19. This is Cosmo Tedeschi. Got to the bench first. Cosmo Tedeschi appears to be the goal scorer here, and this game is tied at 2. Have to take another look at that one. Crazy helter-skelter action in the sandwich zone. Out of nowhere. Didn't seem like it was going to amount to much there, but Nantucket does strike. 2-2 game with now 3 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the second at the puck drop. Jam time, Riley Williams couldn't get it out. And players coming together for this. We get a stoppage in play. Hey, on to the sandwich bench. This game's also being brought to you by Carpet Barn, Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor. 2 convenient locations in Falmouth and Hyannis. Exclusive carpet brands include Bigelow Stainmaster, Lee's, Tigressa, Resista, Innovia Extreme Clean, Invincible, Rustic River, Hydrotech, Belterra Tile, Laminate for Life, and Voyager Exotic Floors. There's a Carpet Barn, carpet1falmouth.com, or call 508-296-8189. The shot was on from Cole Evans. The save was made by the sandwich goaltender Norka Vicious. And dashed ahead, kept in at the line, I would say, by Cole Evans. And Nantucket's going back in, so yeah, they didn't have to tag up for the offside, I don't think. Under 2.5 to play in the second. Evans for Nantucket plays that out and reaching for this. Both guys at the line. They couldn't combine to keep it in. Now it's Caleb Richardson for sandwich, and he'll go into the Nantucket zone. Takes a little bit of a hit, keeps on moving, and tried to pass it out in front. Couldn't. Nantucket player grabbed it and moved it to the far side. Involved here is sandwiches. Tim Clark gets this actually is a pass. Richardson, the nice move to keep it away. But then it did look like Nantucket got a touch on it to influence the puck into their own possession now. And great effort there by Hudson Perry. That's the onside-offside rule greatly demonstrated there. And the great officiating. Give quick credit because Perry, even though his body was in the zone, the puck was not. And he waited until his teammate got out. Marsh Hickman, and a quick push pass, actually gets us back as he's working with Cosmo Tedeschi here. Slipped behind Tedeschi. Sandwich trying to go on a 3-on-1 the other way. Augie Freeman slows down Rob Cardillo, who goes down further, and I think this may be a penalty on Nantucket, guessing Freeman. But also involved there was Porter Corbin. Let's find out exactly who this is on. Interference call. Nantucket's bench doesn't like it. It's Freeman who is headed off. And this is our first power play of the game with 1:10 to go in the second period. So Sandwich will have power play time carry over to the third period if they don't score on the first half here. Then they win the face-off, and it's a patient setup. Josh Eitri swung one across, and it's a score! Pass received and shot home by Drew McKinnon. It is a power play goal, and Sandwich is back on top, 3-2. One minute, 1 second remaining in the second period. Sandwich trying to carry the 3-2 lead into the locker room. High off the glass from Mike Barrasso. Hudson Perry grabbing this for Nantucket. Moved along. And the sweep play doesn't work to clear for Nantucket. Half minute to play in the second. Now Nantucket will get it out. And it'll be Jack Billings getting to it. And the zone entry here. And Billings gets a shot off. Save is made by Mitch Snorkevicius. 13.1 seconds remaining before this period ends. This game's also being brought to you by All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repairs. Locally owned and operated with over 30 years of experience servicing and repairing all kinds of chimneys. All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repairs in Sandwich. Call them at 508-472-0388. Face-off win for Nantucket as shot wired over the crossbar. Hard by Evan Belanger. Less than 5 seconds left. Down it goes. And take a deep breath. James Colkins, that one went right on him. And thinking about what might have to be done there, I think probably what was happening there, realizing that they were going to have to get it down to the buzzer. And a little bit of a miscue there, almost. Almost. Resulted in a bad thing for Nantucket, but it stays a 3-2 game. Sandwich does carry the lead into the second period intermission, and the ice resurfacing is upcoming here. Goals have been scored. Jack Connolly with the first two for Sandwich, and then the third from Drew McKinnon. And the Nantucket goals, Porter Corbett and Cosmo Tedeschi. We'll take a break, and we'll have the third period for you here from Bourne in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody, to the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week, live on Twitch via Twitter. It is a 3-2 lead for Sandwich over Nantucket. As we get down to the last week of the regular season before the Cape and Islands tournament, the two-prong tournament, and it'll stay that way. This game has been built by me as a potential what-if, potential for these two teams to have, if they had decided to merge the two divisions for the tournament, or at least had them as the winners of the two different tournaments, meet up in some grand championship, a World Series, if you will. Oh, this shot just goes wide. That's all you baseball fans out there. Once upon a time, the National League and the American League were two separate things, competing entities. And they decided, hey, what if we have a championship to decide the winner of the two leagues? Caleb Richardson getting a pass down low from Jack Greeley, and Richardson pinned up. This is a setup. Chris Cardillo shot, and that's a save for James Colkins. So how did we get here is the question you ask. Well, we had the two goals scored in the first. Try that differently. I'll say that the same way. The first two goals were scored in the first. It was a 1-1 game. Nantucket got the first goal from Porter Corbett. Sandwich responded on a goal from Jack Connolly. And now we focus on the goals that were scored in the second period because there's some details to fill in. And one of them is to tell you that Connolly's second goal, that breakaway goal that he had, the guy that got to him back in his own end was Drew McKinnon. So give him the assist on that one. McKinnon, the great pass. And here's Kevin Jordan, right on goal. Save is made, and the net's off for Nantucket. So that Connolly goal put Sandwich up 2-1. Then Nantucket, you'll probably recall that second goal they scored. I think I was about done on giving you the actual play-by-play. About halfway through, it was a really fast sequence of events that happened. Ultimately, Cosmo Tedeschi got the goal. Everything started with Drew McKinnon. He tried to clear, Nantucket player got it. on the far side boards, denying the clear attempt. And puck movement started quickly for Nantucket. First, it was Cosmo Tedeschi receiving the pass from the boards. He touched it back for Evan Belanger, and Belanger's shot was initially a save for Mitch Norkovicius, and then Jack Gammons was on the doorstep, and I thought he was going to put it in by himself, but Gammons, I think, gets a primary assist on a puck that he touched. He may have actually bodied down the puck initially, and then on the doorstep, he tried to put it in himself, it looked like, but it went across and banged off Cosmo Tedeschi. That, from looking at it a few times on the replay, is how it appeared to have played out there. Anthony Kent's shot from the point, and that one was blocked. Now Tim Clark for Sandwich. Tried to angle it off the Nantucket boards. Eventually this does go into the Nantucket zone. Rob Cardillo has just drawn a penalty on Porter Corbett, as Rob Cardillo went in for that puck hard, as he always does. And the call against Corbett. And this will be the second power play of the game for Sandwich. They're 1 for 1. Rip. That was from Jack Greeley. The save was made by the goaltender Colkins for Nantucket. Drew McKinnon gets one across hard to Greeley. And on the far side, Greeley is looking. He passes Caleb Richardson. Shot goes off a skate. Greeley again. Off the end boards hard. 30 seconds off the power play. Sandwich controlling here still. Pass to Drew McKinnon. Wrister, and that may have deflected and just gone a few inches wide of its intended target. Greeley. And Chris Cardillo gets a shot on goal from the far side. Save Nate Colkins. And Nantucket doesn't clear here. They're going to try again. They get the job done this time. Marsh Hickman serving as an annoyance. Shorthanded for Nantucket. And further, Marsh Hickman really got the job done 1 versus 3 there, and seemed to have paid a price. And Barasso's puck play is going to go into the glove of the goaltender Colkins. 35 seconds left. Man, the job Hickman just did. Shorthanded 1 versus 3. Face-off win here for Sandwich. And with less than a half minute now to go on the power play. Tim Clark rips. Glove save. Colkins, no rebound. Another save for Colkins on a hard rip from Rob Cardillo. Deja vu. This time not grabbed. That's the only difference, but it was a face-off win. Another hard shot from Cardillo, and the save was made. Cardillo behind the Nantucket net. Giving it onto the far side. Backdoor play. Score! Mike Barasso, with 4 seconds left on the power play, makes it 4-2. Sandwich. .9:47 remaining in the third period. Second power play goal of the game for Sandwich. Caleb Richardson. Shot just missing. Barrasso scores his 4th goal of the season. Connolly, by virtue of his 2, the freshman has doubled his goal output to 4. And the fortunate bounce for Nantucket as it went down on the goaltender Sandwich on the clear out. Sandwich has got this right back the other way. And pounded off the boards by Caleb Richardson. And Sandwich keeps this going, but the party may end here as Riley Williams, skating for Nantucket, shoots it. And that was low on Mitch Norkovicius. Made practically a 5-hole save there, and then the puck popped up. Shot deflects on the point offering from Porter Corbett. Drive from Augie Freeman at the left point, saved made Mitch Norkovicius. That was a, as I said, for Connolly, the 2 goals he scored for 3rd and 4th on the season, and the goal for McKinnon, the junior defenseman, is his 1st. And that was scored on the power play late in the 1st period. In the 2nd, I should say. And sometimes it's as simple as that. It was Josh Eitry, the pass from the right point. And McKinnon caught it and ripped. Brief stoppage here. The referees want to go retrieve an item off the rink. Seven and a half minutes to play in the 3rd. Look at that Barrasso goal again. Puck in the Sandwich zone. Nantucket got it out in front and then reached for it at the line to keep in. But it bounces off a Sandwich player and the Blue Knights get it out to neutral. Whalers trying to force us back deep into the Sandwich zone. And they do so. Drew McKinnon from behind his own net. Plops it on for Kevin Jordan. And back for McKinnon. And some forechecking pressure here from Nantucket. It's Hickman, the botherer. And Drew McKinnon. That's a compliment, by the way. McKinnon, in case you weren't sure. Jordan, Kevin Jordan has this for Sandwich now. Gets it along the far side boards, and Drew McKinnon offers it farther, but then it's smacked out of there by Porter Corbett, and this is going to be icing on Nantucket with 6:09 to go. Hudson Perry for Nantucket stops, and he'll swing it deep in the Sandwich zone. A shot on goal and a routine save made for Norkovicius, the Sandwich goalie. A little bit too far for Chris Cardillo. Augie Freeman back there for Nantucket. Oh, but now Cardillo sticks with it. And we'll get a touch on this. Nantucket's going to get it back. And Sandwich will keep forechecking here and generate the turnover. He'll pound it back deep, and with 2-goal lead for Sandwich, and they want to kill some more time off the clock here. Chris Cardillo able to turn on the forehand, pass in front. Oh, and the doorstep. Caleb Richardson shot it wide. Augie Freeman with the shot that was going wide was gloved by Norkovicius and put it back into play. Under 5 minutes to play in the third period. Oh, and reading this wall is Jack Gammons to step in for Nantucket. Drops it. Marsh Hickman, his number 21 counterpart, was a presence there in Cardillo. From the right circle, Hickman tried to get it back to the point and had trouble. Big hit applied as Nantucket will start back from their own zone, offered ahead and dropping down into the Sandwich zone. Slapped out of there by Cardillo. Another long stretch without a whistle here in this one. Zone entry for Nantucket and nothing more. And this will be an icing call on Sandwich with 4:07 to go in the third period. Sandwich had the late power play goal to make it a 4-2 game. Oh, and here's a man by himself for Nantucket. Norkovicius closes the door on Cole Evans. Save is made. I had nothing more to tell you about that Barrasso goal, just the fact that he had double clutch there, but stuck with it and banked it home on a great cross-ice backdoor pass. And perhaps I told you in real time, perhaps not. Perhaps the assist will tell you who got that to him. Oh, and this is a penalty that's been called here on Sandwich. It's a power play for Nantucket. It's their first. So we're going to focus on that now. It's cleared down. This is a huge penalty kill for Sandwich. A power play because of a penalty to Rob Cardillo. Hudson Perry passes to Augie Freeman. Freeman's shot blocked by Josh Eitri. Less than 3 minutes to play in the third period. Jim McCabe here with you on Twitch via Twitter. This Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Nantucket and Sandwich. It's a 4-2 lead for Sandwich. 6 goals scored in this game overall, just like the last time these two teams played. But that was a 3-3 tie. Marsh Hickman is in for Nantucket. Drops it to Jack Gammons. Gammons delivers it in front. There was a tip play from Cosmo Tedeschi. And then further on from there, Nantucket has scored. It's a power play goal. 33 seconds remaining on the power play. And Augie Freeman is to the bench first. It's a 1-goal game. So the power plays in this game. Special teams has been good to the team that's on the power play. 3 for 3 total. I thought initially the deflection from Tedeschi was the one that was going to go in. But it was Freeman further in front who somehow got that home. This will be chased into the sandwich zone. Colin Norkovicius gets to the far half wall. And then a puck on that save was made by goaltender Norkovicius. 90 seconds to play in the third period. Let me tell you, this game's being brought to you by Yates Island Gas and Harbor Fuel on Nantucket. Locally owned and operated, Nantucket's premier propane solution. Yates Island Gas, committed to meeting your energy needs. 508-228-0725 and yatesislandgas.com. We get a stoppage and play, puck into the sandwich bench. So I will also tell you about the sponsorship, including Carpet Barn, Carpet One, Floor and Home. The one store for your perfect floor with 2 convenient locations in Falmouth and Hyannis. Check out exclusive warranty options up to the life of the installation to cover any possible soils or stains. Carpet Barn, Carpet One offers a healthier living flooring installation system, and that is the first antimicrobial flooring installation system to keep allergens, dust, mildew, and mold away. And since we have this timeout called, I will finish things off by thanking our friends at All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repair and Sandwich. They can install a wood stove, or if you already have one, they can repair it. If you need a new one, they can replace it. That's All Cape Chimney Sweep and Home Repair. Thank you to all the sponsors for getting this game on. And reminder that the Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week is going to have a doubleheader broadcast tonight, 7:30, Charles Moore Arena in Nauset. It's Mashpee Monomoy at Nauset. Timeout with a minute 5 to go in the third period, and Nantucket having just scored the goal to make it 4-3 in favor of Sandwich. The goal for Augie Freeman. And if I can get to the Freeman goal, if I can see exactly how that one got put in, I will. But let's first focus on what's happening here. Hop around and empty net. Rob Cardillo with the sockdologer in this one. That'll finish things. 5-3 the score, 50.6 seconds. And it's a 5-3 game in favor of Sandwich. That one came right off the timeout. And Cardillo made no mistake about it. So we'll call this a comeback win for Sandwich as Nantucket led this game 1-0. Sandwich went out to the 2-1 lead. Nantucket retied it at 2. Then Sandwich scored to make it 3-2 and 4-2. Nantucket got back within 1, and that's as close as they got. That's as close as they might have gotten here if they were able to pound one home just now. Down the ice it goes. And now 5 seconds left in this one, then Sandwich is going to win, and the final score is going to be 5-3. Game winner will go to Mike Barrasso. And to recap one more time, in this game the goal scores 2 for Jack Connolly. That's a game winner for Barrasso. Rob Cardillo just got the empty net. And Drew McKinnon had the third goal. And it was for Nantucket. Porter Corbett, Cosmo Tedeschi, and Augie Freeman. Once again, the final score in this Cape Cod High School Hockey Game of the Week. Sandwich beats Nantucket 5-3. My name is Jim McCabe saying thanks for watching and listening to this one. And I hope you'll join the broadcast over in Orleans, as it'll be Mashpee Monomoy at Nauset. Once again, thanks for watching and listening to this one, and we'll see you next time.